कहिले पनि यति बेला उठेकै छैन नि अहिलेसम्म.
What?
I am with Pratistha on this exactly. Why wake up at this time? And this is like the worst use of WFH.
मेरो like the best time. I think like यस्तो घाम आउँछ आनन्दले यहाँ बस्यो.
मेरोमा आउँदैन नि त.
Same. You're like that movie star केटीहरू हुन्छ नि that sit by the window at
यहाँबाट यसरी सन आउँछ नि आँखासम्म नि उठ्छ.
Let's start गरौँ 6:31 भयो. अब
ल.
क्वालिटी घट्दै जान्छ बिस्तारै.
Three, two, one. So hi everyone and welcome to the very first episode of the Do Not Merge podcast. I'm Pritish and joining me today we have two lovely people here. Former QA and currently a project manager here at Leapfrog. We have Miss Kritika Rajwandari.
Hi.
And former HR and currently the Principal People Operations Manager, Miss Mamita Shrestha. So your podcast is actually tech-related stuff ko kura garनुपर्ने थियो हैन, but because of COVID-19, we will be talking about the current situation. So it's currently March 31st, and Nepalमा चाहिँ there is a 2 weeks ko lockdown. That means कोही घर बाहिर जान पाउँदैन except for buying foods, medicine, and other special cases. So because of that, people कस्तो चल्दैछ lockdown जिन्दगानी?
रमाइलो experience छ.
You should also mention that it's March 31st, 6 a.m.
Yeah, it is 6 a.m.
The time of this recording is 6 a.m.
So, lockdownले गर्दा चाहिँ इन्टरनेट पात छ हेर. That's why we need to do this at 6 a.m. But रमाइलो हो नि हैन 6 a.m. मा उठ्ने. अघि म त्यही भनेर चाहिँ. नर्मली कति बजे उठ्छ तिमी?
I don't want to give that very आफ्नो image with the answer. Normally it's 8.
म त 9 बजे उठिरहन्छु.
Even working day मा पनि 8 हुन्छ. उठ्यो like के पनि खाँदैन. You get dressed 8:30 मा निस्क्यो. 8:45, 8:50 मा office पुग्छ. ठिकै हुन्छ unless like you get stuck in really bad traffic. Office at 9:30.
म त अफिस चाहिँ 1 घण्टा लाग्छ कि खासमा आउन. त्यसैले अफिस टाइममा पनि 8:30 तिर नै उठ्छ होला अनि जहिले पनि 10-11 बजे पुगिरहेको छ कि अफिस. Okay, so लकडाउनमा चाहिँ के गरिरहेछ त तपाईहरु?
So much
मलाई त I've never felt so busier भने जस्तो भइरहेछ कि उठ्यादेखि ओ हुन्छ नि एटलिस्ट नत्र अफिस गइन्छ आनन्द चिया खाइन्छ सबैलाई हाई हुन्छ नि गयो and then you have these frequent breaks where you're talking with people or तर यहाँ चाहिँ you have set meetings to talk with them and then the time is टक हैन अनि little more चाहिँ अब I think I'm doing cooking more.
तर प्रोडक्टिभ चाहिँ बढी भएको जस्तो भइरहेछ हैन लाइक घरमा बसेर.
मेरो चाहिँ लाइक इनिशियली चाहिँ मलाई एकदम लाइक हैन आई नीड टु गेट माई घरको काम डन अर हुन्छ नि त्यो छुट्याउन एकदम गाह्रो भएको थियो कि बट नाउ चाहिँ स्केड्युल सेट गरेछ सो काइन्ड अफ लाइक यति बजे अराउन्डदेखि उठ्ने यति बजे ब्रेकफास्ट यस्तो यस्तो भनेर सो गरेर चाहिँ अब चाहिँ लाइक हुन्छ नि ल टक 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 कामहरू चाहिँ भइरहेछ बट आई स्टिल फाइन्ड माइ सेल्फ वर्किङ अ लट मोर के बिकज त्यो अब अफिसमा भयो भने त 6 बजेपछि ल अब घर जानु पर्यो भन्ने माइन्डसेट हुन्छ नि त. यहाँ चाहिँ you're already at home, it's fine भने एकछिन गऱ्यो फेरि त्यसपछि काम गर्यो हुन्छ नि. So you're, I guess, yeah, अलि उ चाहिँ भइरहेछ.
You kind of lose track of time when you're working from home चाहिँ.
लाइक ठ्याक्कै छुट्याउन सक्दैन के लाइक 6 बज्छ तर you're still working ठ्याक्कै त्यो घरको टाइम भनेर जाँदै जाँदैन.
And like अरु कसैले मेसेज गर्यो भने पनि you feel obligated नि त. एक त
Now you cannot say I'm busy के.
Exactly. There's nowhere to go हैन. Like you can't weekend मा पनि हैन कसैले पिङ गर्यो भने you're at home already. You're obviously on your laptop or your phone हैन. And kind of भित्रबाटै ला reply गर्नुपर्छ. What if it's important भनेर you get that obligation वाला feeling के.
तर मैले अस्ति न यो पालिको विकेन्ड देखि चाहिँ आई स्टप डुइङ दैट कि न त चाहिँ कन्टिन्युअसली ल्यापटप भइरहेको थियो. लाइक अस्तिनको सन्डे स्याटरडे सन्डे आई मेड इट श्योर कि आइ एम नट गोइङ टु हुन्छ नि तर पनि अलिअलि चाहिँ गरिरहेको थिएँ बट स्टिल आई वाज ट्राइङ टु अभोइड ल्यापटप.
Like अरु बेला विकेन्डमा भयो भने you have plans to go out नि त and then you don't feel as guilty because you're consumed in something else, and that other person will also put sala and the weekends are planned thiola, like they're probably running some errands or like having fun. Or like everybody knows you're home, okay? So there's kind of like an unspoken expectation set with हुन्छ नि आउँछ होला नि त रिप्लाई कहाँ नै छ र लाइक एभ्रिबडी इज एट होम भन्ने चाहिँ हुन्छ कि
Hmm. तर honestly, होइन, I think this is the most stress-free I have been in years. के
इट्स क्वाइट ठ्याक्क उल्टो फर मी
झन् धेरै स्ट्रेस छ.
like I think me and depends on what point you're in your project also work life ma पनि कुन point ma छ ma भर पर्छ like I'm not entirely sure how it would be for Mamita Di tara for people who are engaged in actual client based project हुन्छ नि if your project is already stable then the workहरू पनि it's pretty scheduled already अनि टक्क 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 गर्न सकिन्छ अब म त fairly I'm in a new project that's like worker kicking off so there's like a lot of meetings and like 9 to 9 नै काम गरिन्छ कि बिहान 9 बजे like 9 भन्दा अगाडिदेखि नै रातिको 9 बजेसम्म and it's राति घडी हेर्दाखेरि ल 9 बजिसक्यो like I've been sitting at this particular place for 9 like 12 hours जस्तो चाहिँ हुन्छ कि
for me I'm literally calling a lot of people and doing like video calls and then सबैजनालाई hi गर्दै and I'm enjoying that as well तर एउटा पार्ट चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ के भइरहेछ भने I think मलाई चाहिँ आफैलाई guilty feel भइरहेछ because I tend to गर्दा गर्दै काम हुन्छ and then like Sabnam and me we are like literally talking from the morning to the ratiko kati kati bajasama even like 8 bajasama or more than that सम्म चाहिँ हामी यसलाई यस्तो भोलिको यो and then the day just doesn't end के and like she's busy like okay okay हुन्छ नि so अलि productive पनि छ but it's like tiring I told you right I had a headache yesterday like अनि अहिले बल्ल अलि भइरहेछ अनि so
त्यो work from
balance it out
work
it's
from
fun
home
but like
you're constantly on Zoom ki? Or like
yeah.
kind of calling platform say you're constantly on
But you're easily available in the ferry.
but
available by
like
we need space Leapfrog is about space
easily available भन्दा पनि you have to be easily available भइसक्यो अहिले like अब अफिसमा हुँदा त you know the exactly 11:30 मा everybody is off their desk and they're at the roof eating भनेर तर घरमा त त्यो हुँदैन नि त घरमा different people have different time for eating अनि there's so many times it has happened ki I can hear somebody like munching at the other end of the microphone and saying bitaro khana paira hundaina but then you're also having to work ani like difference for Pratisha and me is like your work probably asks you to just like sit in your room and like code alone without having to depend on other people whereas Mamta Di and I would constantly have to get in sync with other people to get certain work done I think that is one of the biggest bore part of working from home like corporate काम गर्दा त Slack मा hey are you there can we sync up भन्छ अनि उसले रिप्लाई गर्ने बेलासम्म I'm already in a call with someone else so it's a
तर सिङ्गल काम आफ्नो मात्र काम भएको भए चाहिँ आनन्दले सकिन्छ टिमसँग सिङ्कअप गर्नु पर्यो भने चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ कि सो लाइक फर पिपल भ्युइङ दिस आउटसाइड अफ Leapfrog होइन आई जस्ट सेट द कन्टेक्स्ट वी आर एक्चुली द फर्चुनेट वान्स इफ आई सी सो होइन लाइक हामी काम गर्न अफिस नै जानुपर्छ भन्ने छैन नि त एउटा ल्यापटप र इन्टरनेट कनेक्सन चाहिन्छ एन्ड डन यु क्यान वर्क फ्रम एनिवेयर बट एक्चुली द्याट्स जस्ट फर द इन्जिनियर्स के जो चाहिँ एक्लै काम गर्छ होइन बट फर द म्यानेजर्स इट्स एक्चुली रियली हार्ड भन्नु पर्दा so Mamta Di, would you like to talk about how Leapfrog is dealing with this situation right now?
So the situation is that like I think the whole world knows and it's not safe being around a lot of people so the management had an urgent meeting and then we decided that we are going to have a work from home drill. The easy part for Leapfrog is that we've always focused on flexibility and we believe on our people that they are responsible and they have they look after their work on themselves so work from home is kind of Leapfrog's essence maybe we decided to just make sure that this is a permanent thing for few week time so we decided to have a like close the office premise and have work from home for a certain time period we did 1 week work from home drill and we have various events within the company like quarterly events or weekly events we decided that we will do all those events as much as we can virtually and so we just made sure like we brought out for example guidelines for Zoom calls to be made better. We had guidelines for work from homes to be done much more better way, so that we can coordinate much more better. And then we had certain rules or guidelines set so that we could make it much more better communication within Leapfroggers in this time of drill, and so that we can ensure that though all Leapfroggers are working remotely, but then we can ensure that the work that we promise to our clients continues, and with all of us being very safe at the same time. And because the situation prevailed now, I think it's been the third week or like that, we are still continuing our WFH. It's a lockdown in Nepal, but because we were able to do, think about it priorly and test it out, as well as do that drill, and everybody understood the importance of being home and being, not getting out, and making sure that this virus doesn't spread in our community, and taking care of ourselves and family. And I think we've been able to do pretty good till now, as far as I see it.
Yeah, I think we started the drill even before the lockdown, right?
Yes, we started exactly 1 week before. I
Yeah.
think that we started so that we just wanted to try it out, because we didn't know, and we didn't want to take that chance with any of our people.
And I think it was easy to transition also because we are working from home continuously पहिलादेखि नै होइन. So सबैलाई त्यो बानी चाहिँ छ कि लाइक घरबाट कसरी काम गर्ने भनेर. जस्तै मेरो साथीहरूले सोधिरहन्छ कसरी घरमा यस्तो प्रोडक्टिभ हुन्छ भनेर, कामै गर्न आएन भन्छ कि. लाइक खाट पनि त्यही छ, ल्यापटप नि त्यही छ, सुत्न गइदिन्छ होइन अभियसली. सो त्यो चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ क्या अरूहरूलाई चाहिँ घरबाट काम गरेको बानी छैन भए चाहिँ.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. हामीले March 16th बाटै start गरेको थियो नि त.
Yeah.
I remember going to the office 2 days in that week because work from home was not working out for me. हुन्छ नि मलाई त्यो अफिस लाइक तपाईँको साथीहरूले भने जस्तो डिस्टिङसन हुँदैन कि वर्क र होमबाट. फर मी लाइक ममताजले भने जस्तो होम इज समवेयर वेयर आई वुड नट लाइक टु वर्क. बरु घर आएर इट्स माई लाइक टर्न अफ यर ल्यापटप एन्ड लाइक रिल्याक्स मोड. अनि त्यो सिङ्कअपै गर्न सकिरहेको थिएन कि लाइक माइन्ड एन्ड बडीले. ओके लाइक युर स्टिल सपोज टु वर्क. अनि घरमा बसेर काम गर्दा चाहिँ यु वुड स्टिल वर्क पास्ट 6, 7, 8 भइसक्छ. युड स्टिल बी वर्किङ कि देयर इज रियली नो वान टु टेल यु अदरवाइज. अनि अफिस गरेर गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ there's something about being in that corporate kind of environment हुन्छ नि, table chair meeting room wala, that makes you feel like hey, now is like your allocated designated time to work भन्ने वाला.
म चाहिँ कम्प्लिट अपोजिट हुन्छ क्या त्यो कृतिकाको. त्यो कर्पोरेट कुरा गरेर चाहिँ नि त्यो अफिस चेयर त्यो के रिस उठ्छ क्या, मलाई कामै गर्न सक्दैन कि. बरु घरमा होइन कोही छैन, डिस्टर्बेन्स नै छैन नि. आई मिन अफिसमा त सबसँगै काम गरेर हुन्छ, प्यार 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 बोलिरहेको हुन्छ नि साइडमा. स्पेसली कृतिकाको टिम मेम्बर्स कति धेरै छ. टिम मेम्बर्स अरू त के भन्दैन. तर अब अहिले घरमा त कोही हुँदैन, आनन्द आफ्नै तालमा काम गर्न पाउँछ. अनि प्रोडक्टिभिटी त सिधै पिक हुन्छ क्या.
अहिले चाहिँ त्यस्तो भइरहेछ, but initially, like as Kritika mentioned, like I was getting so irritated because like घर आएपछि I have this set of things that I need to do. Okay, I need to take care of my house, I need to take care of certain things, and those are my priorities. Okay, and then so when I'm at home and I'm working, it like अनि मैले यो काम गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने, it was like striking me so hard. Okay, and so I had to like literally put focus ल अब यस्तो गर्छु भनेर, अनि त्यो गरेर बल्ल. And then yes, there's a more focus now. I have set a like place where I can sit अनि मजाले I can, and I ensure कि यति बजी सम्म चाहिँ I'm gonna take my time for snacks or food and everything. Plus I realized कि so much of time was being saved because हाम्रो office we have this food, everything that is already set there.
Exactly.
Even simple thing as tea, okay? Like again I'm like waiting when I can go and take a refill and I can work. It takes so much of time. It's सानो कुराहरुले गर्दा, because of which your distractions हरु चाहिँ एकदम हुन्छ कि अफिस घरमा चाहिँ नि फेरि you have to be like focus and like. So what I have done in turn is like I've made my like clock tuck, so I'm getting my things done. Otherwise I tend to be like okay no घरमा यो गर्नु छ भन्ने चाहिँ time and again त्यो पुरानो बानी चाहिँ आउँछ कि.
तर घरमा खाना चाहिँ बिर्सिने रहेछ क्या. मैले चाहिँ जहिले बिर्सिन्छ कि 11:30 चाहिँ खानुपर्ने हो नि त होइन. काम गरेर हुन्छ 1 वर्ष ल म त खाएकै छैन हुन्छ कि. अनि सपनमले एउटा इन्भाइट पठाएको थियो नि, गो एन्ड ह्याभ लन्च भने. आई एम सो ह्याप्पी के त्यो पठाउने. ए ओके थ्याङ्क यू हेर.
we did that intentionally because we realized that everyone is making their own schedules or some people are not doing break. मेरो लागि चाहिँ फेरि it's becoming ulto के like when I'm in office I'm so much in work and everything I forget to eat and then यहाँ चाहिँ नि I'm always hungry.
And you're always wanting to munch on something कि like भर्खर
Yes.
खाना खाएर आएपछि 1 hour भयो भने पनि के like you're so easily bored. अफिसमा त अरू मान्छेहरू हुन्छ नि then you just dive into conversation for a distraction. घरमा कोही हुँदैन so your distraction is food कि like what should I eat now and like chocolate मा numb गर्ने or like के खम चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ.
So there's this human behavior as well के like हुन्छ नि like याद छ बच्चाहरूले पनि or like they suck thumb and all. So whenever you feel this insecurity or certain times say you need to your mouth to chew okay so that's where you end up eating or something so that's somewhere I did and so अहिले चाहिँ because you're not having those things and around so maybe like not at least office मा त we have this so much of like environment where we are working and then एकछिनमा we joke around we talk हुन्छ नि that because that is our common behavior अहिले चाहिँ नि त्यो नहुँदाखेरि चाहिँ so I think that's another reason why हुन्छ नि I'm like always looking for snacks.
मैले चाहिँ एक झोलै किनेर राखेको थिएँ कि ठ्याक्कै लकडाउन हुने अगाडि नै 2 दिनमा सक्दिरहेँ.
Exactly.
भन्न लाग्थेँ it's already like lockdown increase so what are you going to do अब चाहिँ
त्यही छ अब नकिन्ने अब पानी खाँदै बस्.
Your lockdown बढ्दै गएपछि you're like more cautious with your snacks also के हुन्छ नि I need to preserve this. पहिला like whole day मा एउटा single bar of chocolate खायो भने like you're like cautious eating half or a quarter के like I'm gonna run out of my stash भनेर.
So because like we had planned all this and I was like I tend to keep things a little pre-planned and so I was all little I think so I bought a lot of stuff and then I have all these stocks that I can use so I think after this lockdown I'm gonna come like this because every time I'm cooking like literally I've never cooked this much in my home ever the quantity and then I'm always eating.
I think that is one of the cons कि office मा at least बिहान उठ्यो and you have to go in the commute गर्नु पर्यो office मा पनि you have to like get up and the workspace मा बस्दा बस्दा झ्याउ लाग्छ so you get up and like you go downstairs and talk to your peers नि त घरमा त्यो हुँदैन नि त you wake up you sit on your like desk or chair or wherever you work and then you sit there for 3 or 4 hours continuously and then you go have your meal and then you don't stretch you just like come back and you start working again so त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ खाने मिस भइरहेछ and then your posture is also बिग्रिरहेछ के धेरै जनाको जस्तो फिल भइरहेछ मलाई you're like constantly sitting खासै exercise छैन कि unless you're like actively हुन्छ नि I'll wake up and I'll 30 minutes exercise गर्छु भनेर separate गर्यो भने गरेन भने चाहिँ छैन कि whereas office मा हुँदा चाहिँ there's at least you're walking around
त्यही अफिसमा तल माथि गरेर हुन्छ नि घरमा त टोइलेट जान मात्र उठ्छ जस्तो लाग्छ.
त्यही भने.
So it's been almost 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, that we have not seen any other Leapfroggers. So actually, we asked some of our Leapfroggers to send us a video, and some of them actually sent us a funny one. So I have one sent by Spursa. Let me just share my screen.
I am currently handling the presentations. Yeah, I'll have it ready by tomorrow. You don't need to worry about it. But you should take care of yourself. And I'll talk to.
कति गेम खेलेर बसिरहेको इन त्यहाँ भाडा माग्नु परेन
Sound त आयो नि है.
आयो. That was funny.
त्यो चाहिँ हुन्छ क्या एक्चुअली काम गरेर हुन्छ मान्छेहरू चिनछुन प्याक प्याक गरेर आउँछ क्या तपाईँको हुँदैन लाइक के गर्नुहुन्छ एक्लै बसेर काम गर्नुहुन्छ कि लाइक अरूहरूसँग नै हुन्छ काम गर्ने बेला.
Generally I tend to isolate तर भिडियो कल्सहरुमा चाहिँ मैले अरूको चाहिँ त्यो एकदमै डिस्टर्बेन्सहरु चाहिँ सुनिरा हुन्छु लाइक हुन्छ नि वी आर टकिङ एन्ड देन जो मेन मान्छे बोलिरहेको हुन्छ उसको ब्याकग्राउन्डमा अर्को एकजना मान्छे फोनमा हुन्छ अर लाइक हुन्छ नि सो दोज थिङ्स चाहिँ हुन्छ बट आई टेन्ड टु जेनरली चाहिँ नि आइसोलेट माइसेल्फ बिफोर एन्ड किन म एकदम डिस्ट्र्याक्ट हुन्छु घरमा सो आई डोन्ट वान्ट टु कन्टिन्यू डुइङ द्याट सो
म पनि ढोका लक गरेर बसिरहेको हुन्छु कि लाइक दिनभर ढोका लक गरेर बसिरहेको हुन्छ अनि एकचोटि बाहिर निस्किँदा मम्मीले सक्यो गुफा बस्न भनेर भन्छ.
Like I keep the door closed that are not locked, okay? So that anybody can come in. And a funny thing is, my mom always walks in like, or like signaling that if I can talk or not. And it's always funny because call she comes in barging loudly whenever I'm, especially when the mic is on. But when I'm not on the call or like I'm muted, she's like, call ma ho, and it like she just whispers and come, and it just does not work out. Kenny explain गर्न पनि गाह्रो छ. My mom is like, normally काम गरेर बेला तिम्रो क्यामेरा अन छ को हो त्यो हुन्छ नि. It's त्यो मिमहरुमा आउने funny के, like realistic, and it's very difficult to explain to your parents that that is work.
Yeah, I think they're not used to it. We like whenever I tell them I'm working from home and then they never leave me alone. So I make it like, I'm working from home, like literally, like I'm getting like I get like video calls from my aunties and phone, and then they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not free, I am working.
Exactly.
And then it's like, like it's a lockdown, and like, no, I am working. Like literally I get everyday messages or from my relatives, everyone. They're like, but then I'm like, I literally don't have time on Mondays and Fridays, and I wish when Saturday and Sunday comes but then we do get that disturbances time and again. But I think I've time and again I keep on repeating, no, I'm working.
That I think that's a very new culture for parents. Even older siblings, they're like, like, how does that work out for you? How are you, like, it does not make sense for a lot of people. And I think this comes alka sad for me because everybody else is getting kind of a paid vacation. Relax kara type ko, whereas we're like 9 to 9 kaam gora, and you're like working more than probably on normal working days.
But like, it's not saying, like, for example, I told my brother that, okay, yeah, no, I'm working from, and then he loves working, but he has to go to a shop and work and everything. And then so he was like, you are so lucky, I'm so bored, I literally don't know what to do. And then so some people were really enjoying it, but me also, as like Kritika mentioned, it's too tiring. Because त्यो break लिऊँ भन्ने पनि त्यो अलि like हुन्छ नि, you tend to put it a little less. I'm जबरदस्ती trying to put a little more break time, and I realize how much break I would take at office. And that just talking with someone, laughing, I actually have to make extra effort, happy hour, extra effort just to talk with people and be happy. And then the part is so tiring because it was so normal and natural in office. We have to separate a time, and I'm really longing for that happy hour and Pranjali and every Amro group, I mean virtually. I'm loving those sessions, even this right now.
So it comes as a con, like because office even let's say like you're under a lot of pressure, and like the intense काम भइरहेछ, sprint close हुन लाग्छ के काम भएको छैन हैन, अनि there are like 8 people in the room, you joke around नि त, like जति नै stressful situation भए पनि you're like PR merge भएन or whatever, you make a joke about it नि त. Whereas त्यही कुरा conference call मा आयो भने nobody would joke around, everybody would like get down to business, and त्यो टिमको ऱ्यापो र casual talk चाहिँ घट्छ के whenever you're on call, unless it's a mandated happy hour को call or something like that. But के meeting भनेर call, if you put on a call, everybody feels like very formal, and त्यो sense of casualness चाहिँ जान्छ के.
तर राम्रो कुरा पनि होइन हैन, लाइक स्मल टकै गर्नु पर्दैन के, नत्र हामी त कति लाइक यताउता घुमिरहेको हुन्छ नि त, एकजना मान्छे भेट्छ, कस्तो चल्दैछ जिन्दगानी भनेर एकछिन कुरा गऱ्यो होइन, फेरि अर्को मान्छे भेट्छ, फेरि कुरा गऱ्यो, अनि बल्ल फेरि ब्याक टु वर्क स्पेस जान्छ नि त. सो कति टाइम वेस्ट त भइरहेको हुन्छ नि स्मल टकमा.
प्लस मलाई चाहिँ एउटा के राम्रो लागिरहेछ यो कल्सहरूको भने, लाइक अब I'm not like small talks or the ठ्याक्क time separated out भइरहेछ कि to do all those things. Firstमा त as like Pratis mentioned, like every callमा चाहिँ नि के छ भने त्यो एउटा like certain time we're just talking हैन, तर अब अहिले चाहिँ कस्तो भइसक्यो भने we have a limited time for meeting, and the meeting चाहिँ to the point you get it done and then your work is done okay. So I'm actually saying I'm productive किनकि मैले पहिला भन्दा यति धेरै काम which I would take so many days, अहिले चाहिँ it's like getting done because like the meeting is short and sweet. But I do realize कि now say that I need to have those constant happy hour breaks के the problem is कि सबैजनाको चाहिँ टाइम त्यो बेलामा भ्याएर हुँदैन या मिलेर हुँदैन because they have continuously talking or doing it. So maybe like at the end of the day 4 बजे 6 बजे त्यस्तो we set up all these games or we are having teams who come together to talk I don't know anything this चाहिँ गरिरहेछ के so that way चाहिँ अलि relaxation time पनि राख्नु पर्ने रहेछ for your mind भन्ने चाहिँ एकदम realize भएर चाहिँ and I'm also realizing how much we had that when we were in office के
त्यही पहिला त हामी जहिले वर्क लाइफ ब्यालेन्स कुरा गरेर हुन्छ नि होइन अब त वर्क नै घरमै छिरिसक्यो क्या अझै घरबाट काम गर्नेहरूको चाहिँ जसको चाहिँ छोराछोरी छन् होइन उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ तनाव हुन्छ रहेछ क्या सो नेक्स्ट भिडियो चाहिँ रजिया दिदीले पठाएको थियो होइन दिस इज एक्चुली अ मिटिङ रेकर्डिङ उनीहरूको सगुन पनि छ
oh so no I thought
होइन
okay
उ त बोल्नु लाग्यो के भएन ल बाई गर बाई ल मामु मिटिङ गर्छु तिमी बाई गर ल मिटिङ गर्छु ल खै तिमी खेल यु गो एन्ड प्ले खै ल नो 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 गयो ल
सो बच्चाहरू हुनेको चाहिँ तनाव हुँदो रहेछ जे होस् घरमा बस्दाखेरि
yeah I'm getting that update a lot from Pranjali she's like please हुन्छ नि when they finished like अनि like अस्ति actually चाहिँ she sent me a video and a photo and I think it was हामी call के केमा पनि थियो we were in some meeting operation meeting or something like that अनि she sent me a like हुन्छ नि photo यस्तो गरेर and she's in the bed and यता side मा चाहिँ there's a tent that she made so that her child can go down and हुन्छ नि
I remember
and then she was like you know I have to constantly find something so that हुन्छ नि because like child they have so much of energy and everything so they're constantly गर्दै हुन्छ नि माउ गर्दै आइरा हुन्छ so it was so funny and then she's like constantly I mean I cannot imagine her you know being so tired about working as well as you know taking care of the child and house and everything
स्पिकिङ अफ प्रान्जलीले नि एउटा पठाएको
थियो
Can I just finish my work?
What do you want in my tappers? You want a moose style?
Okay.
Mojax. Of the end is the story of the brightest.
Can I go back to work now, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
But you promised you want.
I promise I'll play with you after I finish my work.
Mom,
Yes,
can you
baby.
want something else?
What do you mean, can I want
You
something else?
You want a balloon?
Can't you go back to your coloring? They're just like lying right there.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
oh my god I miss him
कस्तो क्युट बच्चा के
Ati. Yeah, but then yeah, why did you show that video? I miss him. Okay, anyways, okay. Also, yeah, that happens.
सो फाइनल भिडियो
Oh, okay, another video.
लास्ट वान सो यो चाहिँ सञ्जीवले पठाएको हो होइन लाइक हामी जहिले भन्छ नि क्लाइन्ट कल धेरै भयो अब घरमा बसेर त झन् धेरै हुने रहेछ क्या एक्चुली अनि मैले सञ्जीवलाई केही पठाऊ भन्दाखेरि हि वाज एक्चुली इन क्लाइन्ट कल के फेरि
5567. This one is the message for same seven part I
Okay, sure. We can go over that to the call.
I think others can talk and we can continue this call.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
So I think Kritika can relate to this धेरै नै
But त्यही सोचिरहेको थिएँ कि like especially for that particular project it was already remote working नि त for them so it was not different तर yeah अझ त्यो त आफ्टरनुनको कल हो अझ राति 10:45 11 तिर फेरि अर्को हुन्छ for hours and hours
बिहान पनि हुन्छ
so there are two teams one is located Asiama one is located like Pacific Standard Time तिर so you have to cater to both.
सो त्यही त पहिला त क्लायन्ट कल मात्र हुन्छ अब त आफ्नो मान्छेहरूसँग नि कल हुन्छ फेरि नि क्लायन्ट कल 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 मात्र के
त्यही अनि कसैले I saw this meme त नभन्नु तर kind of a joke हुन्छ नि यो दिनभरि कल नि त with your peers काममा and then your friend or like your aunt or your uncle or कसैले call गरौँ भने I get like really irritated के हुन्छ like no I don't want to hop on another call and talk to you.
So I think that's all about it for today, right? So I guess with that, we are at the end of our discussion for this episode. So यो सकाउन अगाडि just one question. यो lockdown period सकिने बित्तिकै what do you want to do?
I would say I want to go out of the house and do something. Eat at a restaurant or meet my friends maybe. Most probably meet my everyday भेट्ने साथीहरू.
Social interaction crave भयो.
Just त्यो social अब अहिले त it's very against तर Leapfrogमा जुन culture छ नि बिहान उठेर good morning गरेर handshake गर्ने. Things like that really make a difference. Depends on who you are. I think Pratisha and I have had this conversation over and over again in the past 3 weeks over Instagram. तर मलाई चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ. Like I am not a homebody. I like to go out. I like to meet people. I like socializing. So I miss that aspect of it.
त्यो धेरैलाई नै हुँदो रहेछ लाइक घरमा बस्दा गाह्रो नै हुँदो रहेछ के गर्ने भएर हुँदो रहेछ अब मलाई त मतलब छैन म त उकुस मुकुस एक्ज्याक्टली मलाई त मतलब छैन म त चिल भइरहेको छु कि दिस इज द मोस्ट फन आई एम ह्याभिङ राइट नाउ क्या कसैसँग बोल्नु नि परेको छैन हैन
The major difference between this current COVID-19 को WFH र हाम्रो regular WFH is honestly you can't really even step out of the house. Okay?
So Mamta, do you have any suggestions for people that are having a hard time staying home?
Yeah, like just like for me this lockdown kind of made me like I'm someone who gives a lot of time to myself and I mean I try to but I realized that is so important and then we've forgotten to spend time with ourselves and how to be comfortable with ourselves and so yes, as Kritika mentioned, I would love to go around and meet a lot of people, but I also want to make sure that I understand and I separate a time for myself where I'm learning or where I'm very comfortable being all by myself. Like for example, this is my time where on the morning before 9 a.m. I sit here, I sip coffee, I just invest my time doing things and then we need to find ways. Maybe like there's so many online courses or online things that you do. Like I do meditations. And like a lot of times, like itro conversation we've always been saying in some or other thing we are investing our mind into, and we are not relaxed. We're literally not relaxed. And maybe about to say we think by watching movie or by doing something we're relaxed, but we're not. And like I told you, right, like I've been constantly doing something and I had a headache and I had to take a time off. So for those people who are staying there, like find ways with which you can relax. I know we cannot get out of the house, that's a very difficult part, but there are like yogas or exercise that you can do because your body really needs it. I felt I was so lucky. I felt I was so lucky because I've been reading so many news and it was so heartbreaking because like we are like and then not only am I like living so nicely, I have all my families who are good, everything's going so good, I have so much of food stock, I also have a paid job. And then like hizo matra त्यो news आइरहेको थियो like दिल्लीहरुमा उनीहरुमा lockdown गर्यो because they wanted to stay safe, but people are getting out. There's like a queue of people who are trying to go home because staying locked down they cannot afford food for another day. And then I find myself so lucky, and then that's where I started like but I'm still, that's something that I want everyone to think about. And then really like every day that you wake up, mention at least 3 to 5 things that you're really grateful for that particular day. Because sometimes we tend to be so like but that's something that we've always been asking for, and now actually God gave you the moment that but then we are still complaining. So we actually are a lot lucky that we are getting to do this, and whereas some people are fighting for their lives to daily survive. So maybe we should just first find ways that we can take care of ourselves. Second, be really consciously spell out or write it down so that you realize how lucky you are and be grateful for what you have. And then I think you need to really find out things that you need to do to be peaceful, because I don't think the problem is outside. I think the problem is inside you, that you don't know how to take care of yourself.
Say, completely agree with Mom that like you might be getting bored staying at home all day, but if you think about it, this is the closest thing you have, like a summer vacation.
Exactly.
So कति धेरै कुराहरू हुन्छ नि, लाइक मसँग अझै टाइम भएको म यो गर्थेँ म त्यो गर्थेँ भनेर. So well, this is the time के exactly. घरमा बस्दा बस्दा you can do so much thing नि, like learn to do something else than computer programming, maybe, maybe play an instrument, maybe go outside of your comfort zone and learn something new.
I'm learning.
Exactly.
I'm getting to do a lot of courses that I wanted to do. I'm that I always wanted to do. So we have this time, and we're so lucky enough again that we are getting this time to be all by ourselves. And so I think we should think it in a more positive way. कि मैले यसको लागि best के गर्न सक्छु, how we can make sure that it's best for us and for our environment. हैन त्यो सोचेर चाहिँ अगाडि गयो भने maybe we will be able to cross this as well, hopefully in a very good way.
And I think working from home, it gives a sense of normalcy also, okay? So that about so many people, they're at home for 2 weeks, and when they have to go back to work, they're probably like, but we probably won't have the same problem.
Yeah.
Because you break person, and like Mamta Dee said, it's a really big privilege for us to still have paid jobs and be able to stay employed, because I think a lot of companies also laid off people because they could not sustain a long-term paid. So the fact that we have paid jobs and we're able to continue working is also a really big privilege in this time.
It's an amazing privilege that we have right now.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. I would like to thank both of you for agreeing to do this. Waking up at 6 a.m., especially Kritika.
5:30.
5:30.
If anybody that knows me, they know that it's a really big deal. I'm a night owl. I even suggested Yurati Garam. I was okay with 11 p.m. but
me too. Like, म त 3 बजे सुते थिएँ, 5 बजे उठेको 2 घण्टा मात्र स्लिप छ मेरो त.
You're gonna take a nap right now.
यो सकेपछि सुत्न जान्छु. तर I also like to thank Sagun, Rajadi, Pranjali, Sparsa, and Sanji for sending in those videos. Especially Sparsa. Sparsa. म त त्यो हेरेर 10 चोटि हाँस्यो होला के. Okay, and that's about it.
You soon on a Zoom call again, Ricky.
Soon on a Zoom call. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Baba, can I please work? Why are you taking shoes out?
Look.
That's not the same thing, is it?
These are good for you.
Are they?
Yes.
Thanks.
Now walk.
No, I need to work.
Please.
Baba, I need to finish few things, please.
Please.
I can't.
Can I wear it, please?
Yeah, you go walk. Go.
Can I wear